Hi everyone, it's Kerri. We are at the at-home store today. This location is in Claremont, Florida. We're going to go in and see what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy you're all here. Anyhow, today we are going to look at Halloween, not crazy spooky Halloween. We're going to look at fall. We're going to check out some rugs. We're going to look at some artwork. It's a pretty big store. It's one of my favorite stores. Right up front, they've got these ghosts. These are like I would say that they can be breakable. It's like a resin kind of, I don't know, terracotta. I don't know how to describe that, but those big ones are $50. I love them. They light up. Also a terracotta type material. I'm not sure what the material is. This is $200 for this really large pumpkin. It's super pretty. I appreciate that kind of like real look to it. Then as always, we've got these really fun plastic pumpkins up here. These are battery operated. They do light up, so you don't have to have plugs running all over the place. These are $35. And also $35, we've got these skeleton heads right here. We've got them in white and we have them in black, and they do light up also. So this store has everything from kind of really, fall to like little kid Halloween to crazy, creepy Halloween. But I will try to always give you a heads up if I'm going to show anything that's like on the spooky side. So we have that very, very large skeleton over here. They've got him all boxed up if you want one. You've got $3. Do any of you have those big skeletons? How do you keep them up in weather storms, or do you take them down if there's a storm? I've got real questions on that. That one is $300 for the big skeleton, and then for the cute Happy Halloween sign, that one is $150. We've got these light up pumpkins right here. This one is $130. I do like the spider. So that one is 4 foot. It's posable. It's $40. I do tend to use a lot of the spiders in more of my kind of Halloween decor, spider webs, things like that. But we don't really do spooky. A little more on the glammy side. So we've got a few different bluey inflatables right here, and they will have more. The store is just now starting to put in a lot of their inventory. The smaller ones are $35. Let me get a price on this larger bluey. He is $80 for the larger bluey. And that's what I mean. You can do everything from like little kid stuff kind of all the way up to crazy. They do have a lot of inflatables. Once they take the patio furniture out, there's a whole aisle of patio furniture that was behind me. Typically, once they take that out, they'll bring the inflatables and put those all down so that we can see them a little more at our level. These are all plastic blow molds in here that do light up. They plug in. And then they have, if you need the skeletons, they've got boxes and boxes of those back there. $30 on those. And we'll check out a lot of the inflatables in here. Here was that large bus up there. That one was $130. I'm with you, little pumpkin. I'm not a fan of spiders. We've got that inflatable spider. Yeah, I don't like real spiders. I'll go with fake Halloween spiders, but real ones, no thank you. We've got the ghost over here. That one is $20. And then the really large tree, that one's $140. Oh no, we have 6 foot skeleton flamingo. I love flamingos. That's $50. I don't know if I want it in a skeleton form though. I kind of like them when they're pink. Got this cute little spider over here. He's $20. And let's get this little dog over here. He's ready to go trick-or-treating as a ghost. He's $20. That's adorable. Now, when we lived in Texas, we always struggled with using inflatables just because December is a fairly stormy time in the area that we lived in. And so it was windy, and you just keeping these things strapped down to the ground. It was always a game of whose house did they land at after a storm. So you had to, anyhow. I digress, but it was just a lot of having to take down Halloween decorations every single time it stormed. Otherwise, they'd blow away. You've got the cat in here for 20. And then they've got them up there. I'm really looking forward to when they bring them down to the ground so we can come back and take a look at those up there. And then hopefully when they do the inflatables down, I'm hoping that they put the great big cat. I'll show you that one in a second. And this one too. This one is really big. So typically when they put them down, they'll blow the larger ones up too. So this one is $60. This little vampire here, he's cute. I've got $80, $200 for the big dragons over here. That haunted house is fun. Oh my goodness, we have ghosts are at $50. Ghosts reading ghost campfire stories. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Our jack-o'-lantern tower. And then here's the cat. So it's 20 foot and its head actually turns. It's one of my favorite. I would love this, but right now I have nowhere to put it. Might be a little bit big for my patio here at the apartment. That is $230. Could y'all imagine? They'd be like, what in the world? We've got a 13.5-foot skeleton dog. Super fun. And we're just going to jump right over to, real quick, flower pots. If you're new here, I love the flower pots that are at this store. And if you're not buying your flower pots here, what are you doing? I'm just teasing. They do have, I think, one of the best selections of flower pots because they have from super small all the way up to what I would say commercial size. But here's what I love. They're lightweight. I can pick this up with one hand. That one is $90. That's a big flower pot, by the way. They have so many colors, styles, shapes. You can get ones that look like concrete, that look like terracotta. So these are all plastic in here. Like those look like concrete, but they're all plastic. This one here is pretty big also. That one is $129. Some of them have drain holes in the bottom that you can pop out. Some of them do not have a drain hole, which is great if you have an indoor plant that does not need to be drained, but normally I use these outside. So I just take my drill, anything that doesn't have a hole in the bottom, I drill a little hole in the bottom just for drainage to keep the soil healthy. Helps my plants. That's what I do. See, these totally look like they are terracotta, and they are not. Where's the price tag on this one? I'm looking. It is right in front of me, $50. Sometimes they have them inside the flower pot, sometimes they're outside. It just depends, but I do love that they really do look like terracotta. Real nice, cool, modern one right there. They do still have some 4th of July on sale. It is 50% off. They didn't have a whole lot left, but what they had was cute. Got this light up American flag right here. That one is $50. A little bit of summer left. I cannot believe that we are halfway through July. I feel like I'm not even sure what time warp happened over the past 2 weeks. These are $13. They're metal, super cute yard stakes. Love that. A lot of really fun football things we're going to check out too. So if you are a football fan, they have more than just turkeys with footballs. But that is $30 for that one. Got our little Happy Harvest, also $30. This is cute. It's wood on the part that says give thanks, and then the leaves are metal. Same thing with the welcome sign over here. That is $10. Got our little decorative kind of fall. Hello, thanks. I love those. Got $8 for the little resin dog. Lots and lots of pumpkins, but as always, the flying sign back there. Every time I come in, the air conditioner obviously is blasting, but that sign is always flapping around in the wind back there. So over in this area, they're going to have resin pumpkins. They're going to have ceramic ones. These light up. So these are $9. They've got them in a few colors. I love that we've kind of gotten to this time where we've got a lot of battery operated, easy LED things that you can have little lighting in areas that we couldn't in years past. You know, you couldn't have easily things lit on a bookshelf or a coffee table. These are really cute. $20. I appreciate that they do kind of pull off a pretty good look for a fake pumpkin. You know, we've got kind of the bent stems on those. But you could group those together. That would be really pretty on a porch or in front of a fireplace. Super pretty oranges in here. These are $15. This green is pretty also, $5. Blue is the other color that I'm really loving for the fall. This is $7. And this green on this pumpkin is beautiful, by the way, the resin one. Also this one. I think it's really pretty to kind of add this, and the blue kind of breaks up the orange, but it's just super pretty together. And we do have the gray and the white pumpkins. Do your pumpkin patches grow white pumpkins? Ours, we had white pumpkins down in the south. And I remember when I first moved to Texas decades ago, when I saw white pumpkins, I was super confused coming from the Midwest because I didn't recall there being white pumpkins. This is really cute. It's fabric. It's got some beading on it. Ooh, may not take the whole shelf out, but let's see if we can get a price. $13 for that one. These look like they're wood, but I do believe it's a resin material. That one's $15. Now we've got $8 or $9 again. These are the same ceramic ones that light up. Some really pretty whites, some creams. Here's some blue in here, some blue and green. No problem. Let me grab a price on this one. All right, no prices on those. I guess those will just be a surprise. Here's some more that look like wood. And then we have bunches and bunches of scarecrows. These are kind of nice size. That little cutie also. He's got his little shovel, his little green pants. Those are $15. And they have beautiful fall florals at the at-home store. So this one is $30. They've got the individual kind too that you can buy and make your own arrangement. They do have really good lanterns. And that one is $80. It had 3 candles inside, LED candles. This is a metal pumpkin sign, and then we've got this one up top is a wood, you know, kind of that MDF board. And if you are a football fan, they've got some football, metal football also. So the pumpkin is $15, and then we have the metal football welcome sign. That one is $20. $40 for this one with the good old-fashioned truck. I love that. Then we've got some beautiful table runners. That one is $22. It's got some kind of beaded accents on there. And then we've got our little turkey over here. That one is also $22. It says grateful up the side of it, so I think that's kind of cool. And we've got a beaded pumpkin placemat. That's super pretty. $10 for this one. The other stores that do beaded, World Market has a lot of beaded placemats and things like that. Theirs are a little bit more expensive than here. We've Got $6 on that one. That's really pretty with that kind of orange buffalo check. $8 for each of those. Really pretty with the leaves, the beading. Those accents are pretty. This is really pretty for the middle of the table, coffee table, wherever you want to use that. This one is $25. That's a pretty good price on a beaded table runner for the center. Also this leaf, that one is really pretty. That's a good green. $10 for that one. It would go well with that table runner there too. These are really pretty. $20 for that one up top. Then they have some taper holders here. These have like little, this has like flowers stuck on the taper. So those are $8. The one next to it is acorns stacked up. And we've got pumpkins stacked up on this one, and then pumpkins on the white candles there. And then you got a little slice of a pumpkin pie. This is a candle. $8. Got some cute coffee cups here. That one is $6. This one's also $6. It's turkey time. That towel is $8. Oh, he looks like he's cute. Aw, it's a little 2-pack there. I like those. And then you've got your little plastic pumpkins in various sizes. This one is $6 for that pack. $6 for this one. They're just larger. We've got our pumpkin charcuterie board. This one is $25. So this is cute. $35 down here. This metal pumpkin. It had lighting wrapped around the metal parts of it. A little garland here with our leaves on it. And then we've got some football garland on here. This is fun. We've got our little white pumpkins. I know Michael's Craft Store also does a really good selection of garlands for the holidays, so we'll have to check that out too. And we've got a pumpkin yardstake over here, wood sign. You can use those indoor and outdoor, I'd imagine. Anything that is the MDF board, if it's outside, make sure that it's covered, because if it gets wet, it will get ruined. Turkey yard stakes. There are all sorts of pumpkins and different things that you can put in the garden. These are all metal, so these are okay outside. Those down there also lighted. It's $35. But yeah, they have like little twinkle lights kind of wrapped on the metal. $5 for those. They still have plenty of room to bring in a lot more inventory, so I know in the next week or so, when we come back in, there's going to be a lot more. It says football's on, let yourself in. This other one says pumpkin spice, everything nice, and we've got our little dog. I do love that this store has really good accent pillows for truly every holiday, every season. Let's take a look at this one. $20. Oh, he's got little feet. All right, Mr. Turkey, let's take a look at you. There we go. He's a cutie. There's like little glitter in there too. The welcome football pillow, that's really fun. It's a nice green corduroy. This one says, hi, pumpkin. Some really pretty beaded pillows in here. This one, we've got $20 for this one. And it's a heavy pillow. That beading will really add a little bit of weight. This one's fancy. I like this one. Let's see, how much is this one? $20. The pillows at the at-home store typically run, you're going to find 15 on the smaller ones, and you might go crazy up to 35 just depending on how much detail is on the pillow. But for the most part, $20, $25 is about that sweet spot. We've got some scarecrows, some flowers. Speaking of flowers, they are starting to put in their fall flowers. Hobby Lobby did already have all of their florals out for fall, so if you need something right now, maybe go check out Hobby Lobby. Or give the at-home store a moment, they'll get theirs in too. Here's all the super fun football items. I'm not seeing a lot of the football stuff at other stores, so this is kind of unique to what I'm seeing in the stores. The at-home store has football decor. I love the little dog with the football, he's cute. $8 for this little referee gnome. $8 also for this little guy playing football. The little turkey with the footballs in the back, that's funny. $5 for that one. And you'll see to my left that 50% off sign that was floating around over there. A lot of the summer items are on 50% off right now. They gotta make room for all this really cool fall. And see, there's so much Halloween stuff. We're not gonna go through all of it today because it's going to take a couple trips to go through. And like I said, I want to be very careful when I go through that I am making note of what I think might be just a little too much to show, and then just kind of show that on its own. Oh my goodness. These are, okay, I'm buying both of these today. They're adorable. They're little, like, there are farm pictures. There's pumpkins, there's ghosts, there's little bats. Buying both of these today. So yes, those are going home with me, and I'm sorry. There's some scary stuff over there, but look at these little ghosts over here holding hands. They're so cute. Okay, they're $15 each. They're very lightweight, and I love those. Here's a lot of the Halloween pillows that they have over here. Super, super fun collection. We will come back and look at these, I promise, and see what I'm saying. I'm just going to kind of go past some of this over here. Lots and lots of Halloween stuff. Lots of Halloween stuff. So we'll just break it down as we go. Big friendly skeleton up there. All right, moving on, sir. It's my friend on here that was looking for gold bowls to put her artichokes in. What about this one? This one is $30. That might be kind of cool. So that's the at-home store. They also have these like kind of big oval ones. These are a little bit heavier. I think there's some good choices in there. College stuff. There's so much college stuff in the stores right now. So if you have a kiddo that you need to get a dorm room ready for, I'm seeing lots of dormitory stuff at, obviously, the at-home store has a ton. I have seen some at Home Goods. Target had a lot of back-to-school items. It's got a little full queen bedding there, $40. And they do have one of the larger area rug selections. The only thing I'm having a hard time getting used to is the way that they display their rugs here compared to the store in Texas. The store in Texas, each rug was on like an arm that I could swing out and show, but the way that they show it here is you can see a bit of the pattern, and then you'll see the price tag down the side, and it will tell you what sizes that particular rug comes in. So if you're like, hey, I love this pattern, you come over here, those are the two sizes they have. It'll tell you what bin that it's in. So there's your two sizes there. I actually had that exact rug right there in one of my rooms back in Texas. So we got the two different sizes there. Three different sizes on that one, sorry. This one only comes in one size. It's a little bit of a thinner rug on that one. Some good patterns on there. That one comes in 4 different sizes. And if you see one that you like as I'm going past, just hit pause on your screen and you can screenshot the item number, bin number, the size and the price. There is some online shopping available for the at-home store. I don't know if you can get a rug shipped, but you can definitely check if you don't have a store near you. But they also do curbside now, which is great because there's a lot of people that get overwhelmed going into the store because of its size or their ability to get around a store that big. So I do appreciate that now they're doing curbside because you can do some online shopping and then just pull up out front and they'll load it up for you. I love when there's a rug that has a lot of different sizes available. It's just good flexibility. If you want to have like that same pattern rug throughout different areas in your house. So I try when I come in, I try each time to kind of show a little bit of the rugs, maybe a little bit of the art, because there is so much to see in this store. It's a good neutral on that one. And if you are new here and you're still watching, first of all, thank you. Thank you for everyone at this point still watching, because this video today was a much longer video. But where are you watching from? I would love to say hello to you in the comments. There are a lot of pretty patterns in here. I do like this one. And this one here has some good green in this one. There are 3 sizes in that one. And the style on that one was A252, in case you missed that one, because it was bent over the back. Got that one in 4 sizes. Pretty reasonably priced on that one. Got 4 sizes on that one's A413 is the style on that one. I just realized on the bottom of those, they've got QR codes. The next time I'm in, I'm going to try those QR codes and see if it's a QR code directly to that rug, because if it is, next time on the pricing, I will try to show. So that's your style, that's your bin number where you find it. That's your rug. But yeah, I'm going to test those QR codes the next time I'm in. But also some QR code safety. I just, be very careful when you're clicking on QR codes. Obviously something like this in the store is okay, but check and see if you think that someone has put a sticker over the top of it. Don't click on it. Don't click that QR code. There's just so many different internet kind of safety things right now that we all need to be very aware of. And I know it has nothing to do with shopping, but even at the gas stations, just be very careful to not click on things that you are not 100% sure on. I'm one of those, I'll take my fingernail and kind of like, is there something over this? Because there's just scammers everywhere. Sorry, back to trees, back to decor. Everyone be safe online. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. There's so much art in this store, and that's what I mean by it can be overwhelming. I always put on my good walking shoes and get my steps in for the day when I'm in here, because there's so many cool things to check out. Got some maps. We've got some hangers here. He's pretty cool. He is $8. Oh, this is fun too. That's a little hook right there. That one's 10. 3-pack of mirrors, that is 15. And the globes. My grandson loves globes. I grabbed one. Don't tell him. He's probably watching this, and I'm like, hey, sorry. Anyhow, I put it away for Christmas. $20 for this one. That's pretty cool. Just little desk decor in here for your office or for your dorm. That's a fun little shelving unit right there. It's so much home decor. So I don't think I've seen these before. These are metal. There's like, it's like a metal outside, a little leather strap right there. We've got some olives on there. That is 20. The one up above coordinates, also 20. We've got some little metal birds right there. So right about $14 on those. This is also metal. It's like that galvanized steel on that one. This is also metal, that big round medallion. This piece is wood. I always love these. I call all these architectural type pieces. So $40 for that one, sorry. Anything that's not like a piece of painted artwork, but it's kind of more structural like that. Those are more kind of architectural pieces to me. That one's metal up there also. Those kind of more textural pieces. So this is pretty cool. These are little cutouts of dogs. They're $4. That could be used in a couple different ways, crafting, or if you put like a couple of those, if you've got a couple dogs where their leashes are. That metal piece is $60. I think we've seen this one before. That one is $40. This elephant here, I think that's an elephant, right? That is $60. That is $80. Those are pretty cool. That's like wood and little strips of galvanized metal in there. We've got the metal bikes up top for $60. Sorry, that flag was also $60. And then in this aisle, they have a whole bunch of different just phrases and sayings on pieces of artwork, or pieces of wood, sorry. These, let's see what this one up here. Let me tip that a little bit so we can read it. I love that. It's just a good reminder to always think the best of people. And that one up top is 25. There's a company that I have a couple signs that are similar to this. They're an online company, small business. They're called Small Woods. Small Woods, so it's the word wood, W-O-D, and then S, Small Woods. I think they are based in Texas. But they do super cool signs like this, and you can customize them. You can pick your frame, your background color, and you can even do things where you send in pictures and they make custom artwork for your house. So if you ever want to check that out, these are not companies that I'm affiliated with at all. They're just companies that I've used before and had good experience. So got a set of 2 fish right there. That one is $40. We've got some kind of cabin type items. That's cool. It says that it lights up. $40. Not sure how it lights up. I did kind of check it out and couldn't get it. It didn't have one of those little temporary batteries in it. We'll step back a little bit so you can see that bear up top. Okay, how many of you just sang this? Ain't no mountain high enough. I know a few of you are singing that right now. You're welcome. We've got some cabin rules right here also. I know I was singing it when I read it. That one is $20. I like this one here. It's just kind of that tone on tone, $30, very subtle, but does have a deer on it. We've got a moose here for $20. And that one up top is $30. And then we've got a metal Jeep cut out right here. That one's $25. We've got some moose down on the bottom and the bear. Those are kind of like watercolors. Those are $30. I like those. And cabin is my happy place. Love that also. If you or someone you know is into airplanes and automobiles, $45 for this one. They do have a really, really good selection of artwork like this. So $45 for the motorcycle up top. Then you've got the Modelo, the Jeep, Chevrolet, Texaco signs. I love this one. So it's a set of two. $45. You've got your Ford right there. That's super cool to me. These are really also neat. They're metal. So the sign is metal. It's all galvanized steel, and then the propeller on there is obviously dimensional. It doesn't spin. I did try that. You know me, I always try to see if everything spins. But super cool piece right there. Then they've got the other one down here. Also, the propeller is dimensional. Got some metal John Deere signs, and then we get into some home theater. So if you are doing a movie, kind of like a media room in your house, also great selection of items for that. So this piece is $30. It has a coordinating piece over here. She is also $30. Got all sorts of little like game room things, recording, maybe if you do podcast. I always have to stop by and look at these. I am pretty sure I'm going to give one of these to one of my siblings for Christmas because they're hilarious. Oh my gosh, his little x-ray with his little, and the cat. Aww, poor things. Always getting into stuff, but they're just so funny how they took a piece of like formal art and then worked the dogs into it, but all these pieces are under 20, and you've got the cats in here. Oh, I'm sorry, that's hilarious with that corgi. Then we've got the little rabbit in bed. Oh my goodness. I think those are hilarious. Here is some of the Glammy Halloween. So we'll take a peek up here. We've got a lot of pinks. That one does light up. This one also kind of has little fairy lights inside of it. So much disco. I feel like the past 2 years we've been working the disco stuff. Disco ghost. We've got a light up little skeleton there. Some cute pink pillows. $18 for the little pink topiary pumpkins. You notice the little hearts on the eyes on the bottom. That's super fun. I love you to the tomb and back. Oh my goodness. And then they will have black Halloween trees, black Christmas trees, whatever you want to call these. I had shown one the other day at Cracker Barrel and it was $150. Do not buy it there. Do not buy it there. Wait until you come into the at-home store. Michael's will typically have them. Sometimes, whatchamacallit, Target will also have them. And don't forget to check Walmart. But don't spend $150 on a 4-foot black tree. Like wait, you will find it cheaper. I promise you. When they bring the trees in, we will come back and look at the trees, and I'll give you some pricing on those. But save your wallets. $6 here for this ceramic. Super cute. Yeah, there's so much. They've got so much more they still have to bring in, so we're just kind of checking some things out. But like I said, big variety for every type of decorator. Look at the cat. It lights up. It's the black felt. Oh my goodness. That is $10. I don't know if that does light up or not. I'm going to have it. They do. There's orange pumpkins, the black cats. Look at this adorable little vampire cat. Oh my goodness. That is a big stuffy. And with that, we are going to head out, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Take care, be safe, and I will see you in the next video.